I guess my biggest thing is don't ever tell me I can't do something.
You've overcome so many things, and your success, averaging 20 closings a year, coming through what you've done is amazing. Welcome to Success Superstars, episode number 125. It's your place for inspiration, motivation, and key tips for peak performers just like you. My special guest today, Michelle Barre. Michelle, welcome.
I'm honored.
Yeah, well, we're honored to have you, and thanks for taking the time out to share your experience with our audience today. So tell us a little bit about yourself, the market you serve, how long you've been selling real estate. Give us a little bit of background as we start off this morning.
Well, I didn't mean to ever get into real estate. It just kind of came to me. I did 14 years at college and was going to go on for my doctorates.
Mm-hmm.
And a little background about me, I grew up epileptic. So until I was 32, I really didn't see a huge future. So I had brain surgery to correct the seizures and went to college full time. Just figured I was going to back myself up with college and education.
Mm-hmm.
In my college, I realized that I had a passion for women and wanted to know what I could do to kind of search out what women could do where we weren't always that secondary income.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I kind of came back into the real estate world after 14 years, full circle. My dad's in real estate and my stepfather was a lawyer. So kind of grew up between the books and a dad that always swung the hammer.
Right. So Michelle, you've broken glass ceilings in all kinds of ways. Not only have you been resilient coming through, the experiences you came through, but you broke glass ceilings through health and through business, and a role model for female entrepreneurs that can follow in your footsteps.
That's what I hope to do. I continue to hope that more females get into the real estate world.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely paving the way and showing how it's done. So now your specialty, and you've developed expertise in short sales and expired listings, both which were very cyclical depending on the market. There's some of them or lots of them. Let's go through your success. How did you kind of pick to become a specialist in short sales? Did that just come by accident, or did you do that by design?
I think it probably came from my biological dad being a real estate rehabber. I've always been interested in the investment side, and I think he did a lot of tax foreclosures, and this is in New York. And then I studied under a lawyer here in San Antonio who did distressed properties. So was it always in the back of my mind? No, but it just seemed like nobody else was doing it. It was a niche that I could fulfill.
Right. Now, your other niche is expired listings, and you've had some success with that, even as hot as the market is right now with limited inventory. You're still seeing a few expireds come on the market. Is that true?
Yeah, go back to withdrawals, cancels, expireds. Now, some of these, there's a reason why some of them had expired. I just had a recent one that didn't have any heat in it, so she wasn't able to get an FHA loan, which it was a big FHA area. We finagled a way that she could market the house and get her heat in there, her HVAC in there, and still make her money, where she wasn't going to take a loss on the house. So I think my expertise is also marketing. It's marketing the distress.
Obviously that's a very unique and skilled area. If you were to do it all over again, would you do that again, or would you do something different?
No, I think I do the distressed. We did, oh wow, we did Judge Wood's mansion on Green Lawn in a historic district where nobody else would touch it. And we brought a guy in that would pay $205 cash. We pre-appraised it about $485. Oh yeah, the house was a short sale, a pre-foreclosure, and a total rehab.
Wow.
So it's how you market it to people who have to have that unique property, or a property nobody else has. They got to have that uniqueness, those characteristics. And I think I just like to be able to sell what nobody else could sell.
Yeah.
He had gone through several realtors before, and investors wouldn't touch him. And it took a year, but we did it. And the house is amazing now. With a renovation loan, it's standing tall. It's absolutely gorgeous now. So
Right. Solving problems that other people can't solve and bringing that to the marketplace.
for sure, I think real estate's always solvable. You just got to really dig for the answers. And I think that's where probably the 14 years of college helped me.
Yeah. Now, in that time, you learned to be resilient, and you came over so many obstacles to get where you are today. What was that? Just pure determination? Was that you were just sick and tired of maybe, is my life just going to be learning and going to school? How did you make that breakthrough?
How do I say? I've always been kind of a tomboy. I always wanted to do things that maybe my disability at the time, I hate being called disabled. We all have our abilities,
Right.
despite what you go through. So, or our specialties. So even in my epileptic times, I still worked on my own car, or I tore my lawnmower apart. I was always learning. So I guess my biggest thing is don't ever tell me I can't do something.
Well, you're a good example of that, because you've overcome so many things, and your success, averaging 20 closings a year, coming through what you've done is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, as we start to wrap up, what would you like to share with the audience about overcoming, highlighting your abilities and not focusing on your non-abilities? How would you advise the audience to be persistent, to push past barriers?
Wow. I'm going to tell you my biggest challenge is technology. And during this COVID, wow, that's been a pivot. The way I used to market is direct mail to county records. And since county records is not putting stuff out as them being a default, and there's that protection period that we have going on, I've had to, what do you want to say, learn how to do landing pages to get leads. How to, what is the word I want to use?
You've had to pivot. You've had to become creative.
Oh, definitely. In ways that I'm not a technological person for my age. I'm 50, I missed that mark.
But you're adapting, just like you adapted in other things, and you're pivoting, you're finding the resources to build those landing pages and continue your lead flow. So is that just something that comes naturally to you to persevere through obstacles and challenges and solve the problem?
Yeah, I think a lot to do with my mother too, is that even as an epileptic, I was never told, don't do gymnastics, or don't learn how to swim, or don't be the best that you can't be, or can be, sorry.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's probably just growing up with a mother that didn't let me sit in the sidelines.
Right.
Um, I don't like being told no, I can't do something. So
Yeah.
I do have to take a lot of time out and learn the technology or ask for the help.
Right. So we adapt like all of us. We find what we're strong in and what our abilities are, and we delegate and hire out the rest. So, well, congratulations on your success. And I know I wanted to thank you for sharing today. Doing this through Zoom is, different than having you here in the studio, but I appreciate you sharing with the audience. And, congratulations on all of your perseverance and being a role model for other female entrepreneurs who can follow in your footsteps.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And with that, we'll see you on another episode of Success Superstars.